Time for our monthly wrap-up!
Yay!
Basically, we're just gonna talk about things that we find problematic and things that we've been needing to rant about.
In the month of March.
Yeah! Okay, anyways, continuing. Irene basically just talked about how much she actually liked this one book that she was currently reading. It's called Born 1982 by Kim Jin-young.
Basically, it's a very famous feminist novel in Korea. And basically, when her male fans found out, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, burned her merchandise, cut it up, actually basically destroyed her merchandise, and then they started commenting stuff like, I can't believe I wanted to marry you once. Which, delusional, but okay, moving on.
You want to tell them what's the difference between a feminist?
Yeah, exactly. Can I just clarify first? Okay, so I will openly say that I'm a feminist. A feminist believes in equality of both genders. Now, a feminazi believes that females are better than males. There's a difference. But there's nothing wrong with being a feminist. I mean, being a feminist means that I appreciate and what I want is equal rights. So that means I'm exercising my equal rights for example, to have an education. Like a lot of people probably don't think that it's that big of a deal, but like feminism is what has brought, it's what brought us our education and the right to enter the workforce. I mean, if you don't want to take into historical context that hey, they needed women to work because the men were busy fighting wars.
That too.
But I mean,
they also gave us the right to vote.
Yeah. Currently, we're not even having equal rights. We only barely scratched the surface. It hasn't been that long. Okay, you think it's long? It's not that long, friend.
But there is progression.
Yeah.
You have to admit that there is some sort of improvement going on.
Yeah, but I think the important thing to note is that progress means that it has to move forward. It shouldn't be stagnating or going backwards.
That's true.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't understand why they kind of signal out Irene, because it's actually a really famous book that's read by a lot of respectable people, including men. If you really want to be a asshole about it, it's been read by RM or Namjoon from BTS. Namjoon, 184 IQ Namjoon read it. Jason has also read it.
There was actually a thing last month in February where Naeun, A-Pink's Naeun, actually got similar heat because she was taking pictures of herself and her phone case. Just her phone case, by the way, which says girls can do anything.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, I can do anything.
People were making a scandal of it, saying that Naeun might be a feminist. So
again, there's nothing wrong with being a feminist. Oh my god, how stupid are you? I am so done. There is nothing wrong with being a feminist. Since society loves labels so damn much, yeah, well, I'm a feminist. Take it, ha.
We do recognize that Korea needs a lot of work when it comes to equality between men and women, because the men suffer a lot too, honestly.
They do suffer a lot. There's a lot of stereotypes on both ends. Okay, there is inequality for both genders in different ways, but for females it's definitely more difficult because you have less of the ability or the right to fight back. It's easier for you to fight back if you're already in a position of power. But the thing is, for most women, right, we are on the other end of the spectrum compared to the men. Because there are men that do suffer, but I am saying that it is moderately, slightly easier for them to push forward. Yeah, which is why there's a lot of cases whereby a lot of people do say that implore men to use your strength as an individual and your independence and freedom of speech to be able to so-called empower women as well, because a lot of the times women don't really have that power that you currently already have. It's ingrained in you as a gender to already have that, but for women it's not. Honestly, I think the whole I guess I'm just really frustrated because feminism it was created to be a good thing, and yet it's being damaged in so many ways because of its reputation, and because people just won't use the right words. Like, everyone is like, oh, a feminist is like a bitch, and I'm like, no, that's a feminazi. There's a difference. There's a very huge difference. And the thing is, like, being a feminist isn't anything bad. Like, on the other hand, I think it works great for both genders. For the girls, right, so like you get an education, you get to be independent, you know, you get to make your own choices, you know, like basically your stuff, like your estate and everything, it can be handed to you. You don't have to rely on like a male figure. It means that basically like whatever money that you earn, your paycheck, it doesn't have to go to like a male figure. It goes straight into your pocket, which, like, I mean, like, to you it might be kind of like common sense, but hey, that's not what happened in the past until there was feminism.
For one thing, guys can be, like, they're able to express their feelings more. Like, rather than in the past, they're usually, like, told to be, like, manly, so-called manly. And just like man up and hold everything in.
Yeah, like,
and to like, you know, hold in all their emotions and that kind of thing. Which is not healthy.
Exactly.
It can really bring on like things like depression and like it causes a lot of anxiety and those kind of issues.
Okay, basically
it's not healthy.
We are programmed, like humans are basically programmed to at least have a certain kind of emotional outlet. If you hold it in, biologically speaking, it's not good for like your mental state. You know, and like I think the thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize is that when there's gender stereotypes, or basically like when there's inequality between genders, you end up with a lot of gender stereotypes that is actually really toxic. That's why there's a term called toxic masculinity, which is basically whereby guys, like, because
are expected to be so manly that it's actually not good for them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the thing is, because you have feminized this idea that crying, like dressing up and all this kind of stuff is only solely for girls, that in the end the guys aren't allowed to do the same. Just like how the girls, you know, we are supposed to stay at home, we're supposed to cook, we're not supposed to go out, have a career, you know. Like, and these things are unhealthy to both genders. Like, I mean, I don't understand why you want to restrict. Like, the same way whereby, like, people say that, oh, girls can do everything. I think guys can do everything. And I mean everything, like, you know, if they want to wear heels, go ahead. You want to put on makeup, that's fine. You want to paint your nails, that's fine. Because, you know, your masculinity or, like, how you feel or your worth or value as a person isn't dependent on all these material things. Like, you know, so it's just, like, I feel like feminism, or basically the idea, just the idea, like, if you don't want to use the word feminism, the idea of equality is very important. Like, even if you want to argue about it, there's no way you can say that equality is not something that you're striving for. Toxic masculinity is just bad. Like, it breeds so much violence. Like, because, like, in the end, like, you paint this image whereby all the guys have to be violent or strong, or, like, you know, like the man of the house and, you know, stuff like that. And the thing is, guys are human too, you know. They make mistakes, they don't know what to do, they get sad, they get hurt, and, like, just like the way, like, girls get comforted, you know, when we're sad, like, I don't understand why it's wrong for, like, a guy to express it and then for them to need to be comforted too. Because, like, there's just the whole concept of it is terrible, in my opinion, to, like, be put in such a box of how you should be. And the thing is, I don't understand why guys won't support feminism, because, like, it means equal rights. So that means a girl is going to get equal pay, like, in terms of, like, if she puts in the same amount of effort and she has the same education level and, like, she works hard like you, then she will get an equal pay as you, which is kind of great. Because, like, if let's say you get married and stuff, hey, that means, like, you're actually getting more money, because, like, she's bringing in the same amount of money that, like, you know, her male counterpart can bring in for the family.
If you don't have, like, both, like, equality, right, then your economy is just gonna go down. Like, it's gonna help overall, like, in terms of, like, the country itself.
It helps in efficiency, productivity, because competition raises, like, productivity and efficiency, because, like, there's a competition, so, like, you want to get things done better so that you get paid more and, like, you know, and everything. You know, like, the only other reason I can think of why males don't like it, or, like, why guys don't like it if, like, there's equal rights, especially in the workplace, is because that means that they have to compete with more women. But the thing is, if you're so great, right, then why are you even scared of competing? I mean,
precisely.
Yeah, if you're so fantastic, then, like, even if there was equal rights, you'll still be better than the girls. But the thing is, you see, the reason why they don't want to is because they know that, hey, you know, we might get our ass whooped by the girls. So, like, hey, you know, like, my pride can't take that. But, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, anyone who doesn't support feminism, aka equal human rights, like between like both genders, yeah, something's wrong with you.
And it isn't right to like take it out on all the idols who are actually promoting such things. You know, if we are talking about war, they're the ones in the front line. People see them first and people attack them first.
Yeah. And the worst part about it is, it's such an unconscious thing that you don't even realize it's happening. Like, for example, like marketing.
We can go with very basic, like how pink is always a girl color and blue is usually a boy color.
Yeah, but
just when you're a baby, it's already set up for you. Does it really mean that blue should be for boys or pink should be for girls? Not necessarily. Fun fact. Back in the Regency, the older times, blue was actually the color for girls.
Yeah, pink was the color for guys.
Hitler tagged all the gays with pink when he sent them to the camps.
So it's like this kind of stuff, like especially like when it comes to marketing, like for example items, like for example like you know how like girls, like we all have cooking sets, but the guys don't get cooking sets, and
they get cars.
Yeah, they get cars. Like, hello, if I earn a lot of money, I'll buy a BMW or like some car too. And like, you know why aren't you getting your man a cooking set? Huh? Why aren't you getting your son a cooking set? What, he doesn't need to know how to cook? He's just gonna starve? Like, you know that theory where like they are like women belong in the kitchen? Yeah. Women belong in the kitchen, men belong in the kitchen, everyone belongs in the kitchen. You don't know why? Because that's where the food is kept.
It's not just that. If you were to actually look at like all the marketing ploys, they try to
terrible.
Like not just like kids' toys, but like let's just say adult products
shower gel,
like shampoo, shower gel. If you actually went to like your local supermarket,
you go far.
You go to the shampoo aisle. You just look at it. You go find the female products and then you go find the male products.
So like the female products will be like, oh, lavender, rose, you know, like oh, it smells great. And then you have men, and the men are like charcoal.
No, it wasn't charcoal. It was like,
what was it like?
Hydraulic water. Oh no, there was one that was like fireworks. I have no idea what it works. I don't know what fireworks smells like. Okay, maybe I do, but it smells like gunpowder.
No, but the thing is, why would you want to smell like that? Like, it makes no sense. Like, honestly speaking, like, if I was a guy, the last thing I would want to smell like is like gunpowder or hydraulic water, like, or like charcoal. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, and like the color schemes, like if you notice that most of the time, like
most female products, right, they tend to be round, white, pink,
purple.
They're usually like all the very like pastel colors, pastely, pretty, like bright colors.
Yeah.
While men tend to go for dark black, dark blue, those kind of very like dark and solid colors.
Yeah.
And their products are usually more squared for some reason.
Yeah, like
Can I bring in this like one small like extra point? So Dove used to have this soap. Or actually I think they still do. So their original soap was targeted towards like, okay, originally it didn't have a target group. It was just meant for like everybody. And it was like round, it was like this with like their their bird logo. Their Dove logo on it. But the thing is, most men didn't buy it. And Dove realized that it's a problem because, at the end of the day, they want to earn money too. So they decided that maybe it's because of the shape. It's too round. It's not masculine enough.
Do you know how dumb that sounds? I'm not buying this soap because it's not square enough, because it would degrade my masculinity if it's not square enough.
So this is what Dove did. They made it a bit more square, but still round. It's just more rectangular. It's basically after this product launch, like the new product launch, guess whose sales increased?
I will never get it. Like seriously?
You know what's the best part about the soap?
What?
They're all gonna turn round. At the end of the day, right, they're all gonna be round.
Because that's when you use them. No, I think it's like a lot of genders don't even realize they're doing it. Like, because it's been it's so ingrained in society that you don't actually realize that you're kind of part of the problem, or like you are actually encouraging such behavior. Like for example when girls cut their hair and like really short, like not even bob cut, but like
you know those boy,
like yeah,
like
yeah, you
literal
see,
boy cut.
boy cut, like you call it a boy cut, but hey, you know it doesn't make sense. Why is it a boy cut? It's just a cut. Like why is it a boy cut? Like why do you have to add the word boy to it?
Like men are usually like associated with short, like really short hair, while females are usually associated with long hair. Which isn't usually the case. If you think about it, right? Men can have long hair. They can have very nice, luscious, long locks. And at the same time, girls can rock really short hair. And it's like I don't see the point. Like, at the end of the day, right, both genders can like rock both looks. So why are you like stereotyping that men can only have short hair and females can only have long hair?
Like, it wouldn't be so much of a problem if like you decide to just call it a boy cut. But the thing is, it's a problem because like by saying that it's a boy cut, people who aren't aware, they end up getting influenced into thinking, oh, this is only meant for boys because it says boy cut, but that's not the case, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know, like it's just very frustrating because like all these problems and build up together. Like it just builds like each of the genders, or basically society, into a very toxic place. And it's just terrible. Like it's just terrible.
Okay, that's the end of Rant Part 1. Stay tuned for Rant Part 2.
Thank you for watching.
And if you want to see more
Of us,
like,
subscribe,
and if you have any suggestions,
please leave a comment down below.
bye!